Today we are here to talk about a very, very grave matter. A certain underground rapper known as DC the Don has been stricken with a fatal illness known as nigga never gonna drop itis. And I know. But DC the Don's about to drop Trat. DC the Don was also gonna drop another album this year. No, that nigga's not dropping shit this year. Not only is he not dropping shit this year, he's never dropping anything again. Some people say that DC the Don's songs are all just ideas. He's never made it past the snippet phase in his life. Because why the fuck has this nigga not dropped yet?
Flex so strong, yeah, flex so strong. Don't. My shooter focus, if he knows this, she gon' blow. There's nowhere going.
As of recording this, today is December 30th. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, so we are 2 days away from 2026. And there was one fatal flaw of this year that people have failed to address in the underground community. Why hasn't Dijon Davis dropped music this year? If I recall, last year, instead of dropping Sacred Heart 3, he said, "Oh, I will be dropping the most music I've ever dropped in my life this year." Nigga dropped Get Naked, blew up, and hit us with the ultimate hezzy. Nigga dipped. He literally said, I'm so dumbfounded. He literally said that he's going to drop the most music this year. And that SoundCloud shit doesn't count. While the shit he dropped on SoundCloud was gas, like those were all amazing songs. They weren't actual official releases, and none of them led up to an album. I'm talking about all those snippets this nigga's just been throwing out at us like it's just bullshit. Trying to keep the fans hungry. Like, I have to feel bad at some point too, because it's like, he's really suffering from nigga never gonna drop itis. Cardi might have passed it on to him, because how the fuck did Cardi drop before DC the Don? Playboy Cardi, Jordan Terrell Carter dropped before DC the Don. The nigga who literally is known for just being a part-time musician at this point, dropped a whole cohesive album, and then kind of a deluxe before DC the Don dropped anything. And like, all the side effects from nigga never gonna drop itis, DC the Don is facing it. Nigga has a child. Nigga's posting vlogs on YouTube. Like, nigga's acting washed up for no reason. Like, he hasn't been showing us the most glorious and amazing snippets this year. Just to do nothing with it. Absolutely nothing. No album, no hint of an album, no hint of a potential date for an album, no teasers, no leaks, nothing. All we've been getting is the same snippets over and over and over. When it's so asinine, because he literally had the opportunity to break out of the underground overnight. Get Naked blew up overnight. Get Naked was the #1 song for like 3 months on Apple Music, and it literally held #1 over Taylor Swift dropping an entire album. DC the Don's one single had more views than Taylor Swift's entire album, and yet he still decided to not drop any music this year. Like, at this point, he might die if he drops. The label might just have the gun to the back of his head. Like, if he drops, they might just shoot it, blow his brains out, bro. Because what is making this nigga not drop? Because the music has to have been there. He's literally had a year and a half to produce an album, or at least produce some cohesive anything. And all he's done is just do DC Fridays, which is great. But to be honest, half the niggas that listen to DC the Don nowadays would have no idea, no clue in the world what DC Fridays are. They would never check to look at his SoundCloud and see that he dropped music on SoundCloud. Only his real fans would have seen that shit. So he's not really getting exposure or an audience from that. It's just his older fans going to look at shit because they're literally hungry. Nigga, I'm starved, Dijon. I'm starved, nigga. When are we gonna get music? And this might sound like hating. This might make me look like a DC the Don hater. But I swear to God, I am literally one of this nigga's biggest fans. I literally have a DC the Don shirt on right now. I can't show you because my face cam's off. But literally, I rep DC. I love DC the Don. But this nigga gotta drop some music. He literally blue-balled all of his fans this year, talking about this is the most music I'm gonna drop ever in my career. Is the music in the room with us? Like, I'm shocked. I'm floored. And New Year's Eve is tomorrow, for real. And we're gonna go into the new year with no news, no dates, no nothing. All this nigga did was go on a few tours and leak and snippet the same song. If I look on DC the Don's Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube page and I see him jumping and dancing and bopping around to Pop Star again, I'm going to kill myself. Why is this nigga still doing this? Popstar has been leaked since like July or June. It's December and we still haven't gotten, we've literally gotten a grand 3 seconds past the original snippet length. 3 whole seconds. Whoop-dee-doo, nigga. Like, Daejeon, this is a call for help. Your fans, we're starving, we're hungry, we need some music. And literally, it would be better if the snippets that he was leaking were bad, but they're all so good. And they're never gonna see the light of day because DC the Don literally is drop-ophobic. He's allergic to dropping. Nigga, if he drops, he might just drop dead with the music, bro. Like, I can't do this. We might have to pass down the mantle of part-time musician from Netspan and Cardi to DC. Because at least Netspan is, well, no, I'm not gonna lie. I got nothing for Netspan. That nigga is a bum. I'm not gonna lie. He got it. But Cardi dropped. But DC has shown no signs of dropping since Rebirth. Rebirth dropped in October of 2024, and that was a generational album that fed families. And then he vanished. And instead of saying, well, at least let's throw a few EPs, let's throw a few official singles out, let's do something, nigga just started having kids and blogging. Nigga's just a Facebook dad now. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. In hindsight, there is really nothing wrong with that. But DC, how could you rage bait us like that? How could you take advantage of our hearts like that, Daejeon? And I know, maybe he does want to drop. I'm hoping it's just a label problem or a licensing issue, because then that's excusable. That's out of his control. But if this was his actual fault, my nigga, DC, like, oh my days. Literally, my first ever concert was a DC the Don concert. So to see my GOAT get put in not only washed nigga conversations, but also get put in, is this nigga ever gonna drop conversations? And I have to sit there and just take it, because I can't say, oh, well, he's not washed, because if you listen to this, and this, there's nothing to listen to other than Get Naked. And then I can't say, oh, well, he's gonna drop soon, because, this nigga is allergic to dropping. So if I say that, I'm just gonna get clowned on, because this nigga's never gonna drop. So it's a lose-lose situation for us DC the Don fans. And DC the Don is just sitting there laughing, because he's still getting paid millions of dollars off of Getting Naked alone. Technically, he never has to drop again in his life, and he's set. So no pressure to him, right? Hey, but hopefully, at the start of the new year, DC the Don drops something. And if he doesn't, I guess we're burning the t-shirt.
You are the piece of me.